Hey everyone, Tony Chips here, Chiappetta Shoes. This is a workshop live. We've got a great custom orthotic, okay custom orthotic, working through Dr. Jacobson down in Illinois. Customer is going to Italy, Croatia, some other places tomorrow. She thought she was getting a new orthotic from this lovely doctor, and it doesn't look like the timing is going to work out perfect. She has a set, about 20 years old, and this set here, they tried to modify it a little bit to help the problem, which we'll talk about in a sec, but we were going to get a new set of orthotics. They weren't done. So we're working with what we got. Now this is a doctor's orthotic. It's not bad. It's 2-3 layers of material. The point of this video is that you see these modifications. You got a little metatarsal pad in the arch area. You got a little heel wedge on the right side. This is just kind of like taped on. This is glued on with adhesive. This is the common stuff you see from a doctor's office. Now, I'm not knocking with you guys. This video is actually for you doctors out there. This setup, this modification style, you're just kind of slapping stuff on. You're helping people out. But look, Chiappetta Shoes is here. We do premium modifications. The best materials you can get, multi-cork, foams, rubbers, anything you can think of, we got it. And we're gonna do the finishing work extremely well. So the point of this video is to point out that this type of modification, seeing this stuff here, that ain't no good. We can do better. And if you send your people to Chiappetta Shoes, whether it's somebody locally or over the internet, we do free modifications and over-the-counter insurance. So make sure you check us out. Let's dig into this. This customer here, we're gonna take your top down, has 2 knee replacements over the last couple of years, and the first one went bad. She had to go in and have a second revision, take care of some scar tissue, and the right side was pronating too much, mostly from the alignment of the knee down into the foot. So the foot's kind of like rotating and getting internally forced in, creating an extra pronation. She's compensating with her shoes by walking more to the outside and supinating. Left side is relatively happy. So we're gonna take these crappy little foam met pads off. We're gonna put some multi-cork on there. Left side is happy. So we're gonna just work with an 1/8 inch multi-cork on that side. So we're gonna pull this bad boy off without ruining it. And sometimes this liner material likes to pull off very easily. Yeah, we might take this to the grinder. Okay, we'll take that to the grinder. Now, right side, we have a little medial heel wedge and this metatarsal pad acting as a scaphoid pad. This stuff, you know, the adhesive holds on decently well, but it's not the best shape. We can do better. This piece was just literally taped on, so we're gonna rework this. We're gonna take this to the grinder, take this off, and then we'll get working into the materials real quick. Okay, so we have removed the pieces that we're going to replace with much better materials. We're going to go with the multi-cork as a base. We're going to add a little scaphoid pad. Left side, 1/8 inch multi-cork, nice, good material, has a little sponginess to it and holds up really well. Now on the right side, the problematic side, the pronated side, we're going to go 1/4 inch for that scaphoid pad. We need to bump it up just a touch. And then we're going to go 1/8 inch on the medial heel wedge. I don't necessarily agree with it, but she needs that to help knee and hip alignment better. She's going on a trip tomorrow. We got to get her fixed up. So we're going to take these. So we're replacing this crap with much better material. On the left side, that's a bit straightforward. When you're doing a scaphoid pad, you can align it from 3 different areas. I know we've covered this before. 3 main areas. We can work off of a standard scaphoid pad, is working off of, if you look at the foot, we're working off of the base of the 5th metatarsal, okay? Working off the base. Now, if we're looking to do more rear foot control, we would actually go down to kind of the start of the cuboid. And if we're looking for more forefoot control, we're looking to go about 1/4 of an inch beyond the base of the 5th met. So you can do a scaphoid pad. There are different things that they do. Standard is right off the base of the 5th met. So that's an important note to take for any doctors or anybody out there. You can play with the alignment, and that does have an impact on rear foot control versus forefoot control. All right, so we got this 1/8 inch multi-cork there. We're gonna get that glued up. Placement of the scaphoid pad is it's important. You know, it depends on what we're looking to accomplish here. This is just your standard application. And we're gonna wrap this side a bit. This orthotic has about a 2 millimeter subortholene base to it. Subortholene is a medical grade plastic. 2 millimeter is still relatively flexible. You got a little heel cutout, and there's probably a little pour-on pad in the middle there too. We're going to wrap it up against the side to hold that foot properly. So we're going to let that dry a minute. Now we're going to go to right side. Now right side is a little more complicated. Okay. And let's get this out. Okay. We're going to go with standard scaphoid pad. I'm going to try to do this in one step, okay? I'm going to take this. This is 1/4 inch multi-cork, so we're doubling up the arch height in this zone here. Now, to make sure we have nice uniformity, we're going to look at the left side, which we just marked up, and I'm going to make sure we get this alignment set up the same way. So I'm going to measure left versus right and make sure we have this set up about the same here. Okay. Now the feet, just in motion, they look pretty uniform. Okay, the left versus the right. The mechanics are not that far off. I took a quick look. I would say we are on the left side, the good side. We are a D11. Right side, we could say D12 or a D11 with an asterisk with a little extra pronation. We're close. We're in the same family here. All right, now we got this piece here. Now I want to match up a little scaphoid pad with this. So we got this piece here. Now we're going to go like this. Okay. I'm going to draw our medial heel wedge. Go align it from this piece. Okay. Go around that way, just like that. Okay. Do that, and then we're going to overlay the scaphoid pad so we can get this done in one step. Now, okay. When you're doing a medial heel wedge, you have the center of the foot. Medial heel wedges, you want to go to the lateral side of the center line. Lateral heel wedges, which I don't like, you only align to the center line and to the lateral side. So medial heel wedges, we go a little farther to the outside. Now, we have this piece here. Overlay that. Perfect. Okay. So we got a D11, D12. We got some issues with knee alignment, overpronation due to two knee surgeries. First one was a replacement, second one was a revision to clean up scar tissue that was inhibiting movement in the knee. This was 2 years ago and 1 year ago. and we have a trip coming up to Italy, Croatia. So we're gonna fix her up. She asked to buy some over-the-counter inserts. She has some new customs coming in from Dr. Jacobson, but I said, hey, we'll just work with this. I'll be right back. Thank you very much. All right, guys, so Tony Chiappetta, Chiappetta Shoes is Workshop Live. Today we've got a lovely custom orthotic from Dr. Jacobson. We are doing a modification. We were working with some cheap little felt stuff. It's no good. Doctors, foot doctors, podiatrists, chiropractors, any kind of people in the healthcare world that help feed out. There's better ways to do modifications. That's what we're here for. We want to send, you want your people to come to my people, so we'll take care of you. Take your top down. We've got multi-cork. Left side is in good shape, D11. Cork is going to mold pretty nicely to the foot. Standard scaphoid pad placement, left versus right. We do have pronation on the right side due to some knee surgeries that weren't the best. And even though there's pronation, the rear foot is relatively stable. There's a little bit more of a valgus alignment on the left side. I'm still going with a standard setup. We're not in danger zone territory with that right side on the rear foot alignment. So we got that. Now, left foot is a solid D11. Good low arch. All right. Just gonna wrap that up against the side. On this orthotic, it's 2 millimeters of Worthlane with a, it might be a 1/4 inch of polyurethane pour-on material. It's pretty soft and spongy. Not a bad combo. You only got one layer of cushioning on top there, so we're we're gonna set that up. All right, so that's that side. We went forward a little bit farther. We're gonna take that down in the grinding process. All right, so that's the lefty. Now, right side, we're gonna do a combo. Scaphoid pad plus medial heel wedge. Okay, we're gonna do the scaphoid pad first. Roll that up against the side really nicely. We're gonna make sure we heat this up properly to conform nicely to the orthotic. And then we'll get that scaphoid pad, or the medial heel wedge on there really well. You always wanna make sure you're giving the glue enough time to cure so it's not gonna boil up or bubble up on you. And hold up nicely. All right. Perfecto. Okay. So that's step one. Step two, I'm okay with a little overlap right here. So we're gonna take it to Pound Town in a sec. Get this, make sure we get a good bond of the glue. Perfect. Just like that. Take it to the grinding machine. Come on over here. Okay. Now, this orthotic could use a little extra love in here. Take the top down again. This is old. This, I think she said it was like 20 years old. They're not in bad shape for being as old as they are. I would be skeptical on exactly how old. Maybe 10 years, not that old. 20 years, you'd be in really rough shape. They've probably never been cleaned off with acetone and then heated up, so we're going to give her a little extra life on the top foam here. This right side, you can kind of tell, it's hard to see from the top down, but you got that nice little extra contour in the scaphoid pad there. And we should be in good shape. Clean off the tops, heat it up a little bit, get rid of that junk, replace it with a much better combo. Okay, so look at the new setup here. Foot doctors, chiropractors, physical therapists, you have an over-the-counter insert that you want to modify, you send them to chiappettashoes.com. We got free modifications. We can do anything you can ask. Send them with a prescription. Tell the patients, email a prescription. We'll fill it to the exact what you need. We have all the best materials. We do the best finishing work. It's not crap like this, which is a metatarsal pad you throw in the arch. We can do much better. Shape, positioning, materials, all of it matters. So that's been a Workshop Live. Thank you for tuning in. Talk to the ciao. Chiappettashoes.com. 2 P's, 2 T's. Don't forget.